welcome back to Digging Georgia. I know it's been a good minute, a couple months now since I had an update, but the spring is around the corner. We're in that crazy weather again where it gets warm and it gets breezy and cool. I know people up north getting tore up by some snow, but down here it's been like rain and that springtime weather which will trick you. It tricked me last year. I planted early and nothing came up. Except for I planted some beans over there a while back, and they kind of root rotted. They didn't rot, but everything else I planted rotted because it was too cold for them to sprout. So right now, what I'm doing, I got my compost area over here. I've been throwing all my cuttings in here, grass clippings and all that crap. It's been building up nice dirt. Look at these worms down here. I got baby worms all in here and all that stuff down in there. I use the ads along that, see where I tilled right there? It's a handheld thing. I guess it was made back in the old days, but I guess they use it for, you can till with it or chop wood with it and make it look, even. But I'm not really. You look up ads, you see what it does. But I use it to do that little till line to see how it did. Man, I was getting worms like that all over the place. So that proves my ground's been doing real good with whatever's been put in there, all my grass and all that stuff. So what I'm going to do when I do till my garden, I'm probably not going to use a machine this year, because right now the handle on it's kind of needs a weld to hold the handle on there. But I'm probably going to do the old shovel again. The dirt adds in the shovel and the hoe. I got plenty of time. I usually start doing my stuff around March 20th. Everybody else down here does the Good Friday kind of method, but I like being a little ahead because the pepper plants start coming in. But what I'm going to do today is take my jalapenos out, since they look terrible. Everything looks terrible, but my jalapenos, they look pretty green. I sacrificed one over here the other day to check how the stem was, and they look green. See how it is? So that's promising there. So they might be able to bud out. They probably start at the bottom, like my bell pepper over here. I noticed one of them might have been Tabasco, but one of them had some budding at the bottom. Well, maybe it fell off or something, but one of them that I pulled out over there was budding at the bottom. So it was trying to do something, but I guess the cold might have got a hold of it or something, like this one right here. Tabasco. It's starting to bud at the bottom down there. So I might keep a couple of Tabascos. I'm definitely going to keep my jalapenos and transplant them over there and use that mulch on top of them, so hopefully they come back. If not, peppers are pretty cheap from where I get them at, and it's no big deal. I've been planting them for the past 3 years now, and they've been coming back better and better every year. I want to try to get another variety in. I'm not going to do a whole row of bells and a whole row of habaneros and a whole row of Tabascos. It's kind of overwhelming because they produce, I think 6 is enough for a small garden, unless you just want to make a bunch of stuff. But jalapenos, definitely you can make a lot of stuff with that. You can't get enough jalapenos. Bell peppers are good. They're just down here in this heat because my garden is right in the middle of the sunlight. They take a beating in the midsummer. Then they come back near almost fall. They start coming back and doing their thing, but they take a hit. I'm gonna plow all these peas in the ground also. I'm probably gonna take the rest of them off and hull some and give my bird some of the holes, because I put one of the holes inside his cage. He looked like he liked the taste of it. He gnawed on that, and apparently it was gone. So he enjoyed that pretty good. But yeah, that's the thing I'm gonna do. Is jalapenos are going over there. Over here at the Collard Festival, look, man, this place looks like it looks terrible right now. My garden looks terrible. I'm not a winter person, but As you can tell, the cabbage did pretty well. Some of them, the ones that are missing compared to my last video, they've been ate, okay? They've been ate. But the rest that's here, got the collards over there kind of little, but that one in my little raised bed did the best. And I transplanted him. It looked like he was about to go, so I transplanted him there. Look at, boom, the best. But the rest of them are like this, little heads. I got to pull off. You can steam them, whatever you want to do with them. Chop them up, make little, what you call that stuff? Coleslaw. But I'm gonna take all these out of here, leave the leaves in here, till them all in the dirt. Looks like some of these collards are starting to seed. Look at this. It's starting to bolt. That ain't bad. I might have this little patch for bolting until I get ready to take it all out. But all these cabbages are gonna come out today. Little heads of cabbage. I mean, I'll tell you what, compared to my last year, winter, I tried it, I think I tried it last year. All my cabbage, might have been 2 years ago, all my cabbage got ate. But this year, I had a big patch. Pretty proud of it, what it did. I was able to share some. But did pretty well. Even though these are little, I got cabbage. Once they start turning purple like that, it usually means they get into they done, you know. To me, I think that's what it's looking like. Because they're not grown anymore. It's been months since I planted them. I haven't did any fertilization. My whole cabbage and collards this year and peas, I didn't do any water into it. I depended on whatever was come from the sky. So it was winter time too, so less evaporation around here. But everything seemed to do pretty well, other than the way it looks right now. But spring's coming. I'm doing a lot more yard work now, getting this backyard looking better than it was looking. You know, wintertime, and nobody wants to come outside and do any kind of yard work. It look nasty and stuff. So it's time to get back into things around here. All right, let me get back to work. I'll catch up with you in a little bit. Just dug down in there. Look at that. Pretty old earthworms right there, man. I'm gonna dig down there again. I really don't want to hurt them, kill them. That's why I want to do the shovel again this year, because it brings out a lot of. I don't want to dice them all up. There's millions of them probably in the ground, but they got mature ones in there. They're crapping all over the place, making that fertilizer. Let's see what we got in here. Look at that. Oh, chopped them in half there, but a piece of them. But in there, babies. There's one. Oh, got a piece of them, but they're probably all in this dirt right here. Eating that food and fertilizing. Keep some of this root ball. Might dig them holes a little deeper. Oh, that might be pretty good. But I'm trying to get the best ones, the best looking ones, but I want to try to get them all too. I got 5 of them so far. Still got another space I can do right here. Right there. I'm trying to do like a brick pattern kind of deal. I'm about to rake all this stuff, mulch, back on this side, and then I get on that side and plant them up. Well, I got it all done. I watered them down, put that mulch right back on top. I'm hoping that'll do good. It'll pack down eventually again, but that should be all the nutrients that these will need for the rest of the time. They give them a boost, hopefully. I am kind of worried about, if you put too much on top, you're gonna have, it can cause, you know, root rot. So that's what I don't want. So I won't water them that much. They're just good water that should last for a while. Once the soil start getting warmer, they'll start budding here shortly. Who knows, they'll probably start budding early. What's that? I thought it was a bud. But it, you know, once it's, the fertilizer also, well, compost also, it makes its own heat, so it could make that soil pretty warm. So to get that thing cooking and get some sprouts going on, hopefully. I do have a couple pepper plants over here at my forage area that I put into a planter at the end of last year, and the frost, since it's been under this oak tree I got, it hasn't bothered them. So they're starting to bud again, but they're in the little planters. I haven't watered them or nothing. Pretty damp in there, guess from the rain we just had. So I think they come back. That's Tabasco, and I want to say that's a habanero, and that's a Tabasco, or one of them two. I'll find out here shortly. Oh, that's Tabasco. I remember seeing a little pepper on there, and that's a habanero. So if they come back, I plan on giving them two away to a friend or a parent. I'm not sure. So, but you can see what happens. Some of these things just died down to the dried out. That's what you don't want. But you got some growth on these, so there's some hope for them. I'll trim them out later on. Thanks for watching, and come back next time.